Please note that in this recording, some of the questions may be inaudible, but the Master's answers are audible and clear.
If you have any question, any information you want to seek, you're most welcome to ask. Yes?
I want to thank you for bringing me here again. And I want to thank you for letting me do this wonderful care of all of us.
Oh, sister, you are most welcome. I have said so many times, there's nothing to thank me. Dera belongs to all satsangis, to all seekers. It doesn't belong to me at all.
Well, I thank you for the blanket of love, protection, and care that's been there for all of us. It's been wonderful. It's very happy to be here.
I'm glad you have enjoyed it. Yes? Yes, please.
Pastor, recently my father died, and I was with him when he died. And as his soul was going out of the body, I said the Simran out loud, and I wondered if I did the wrong thing.
Well, sister, it helps you to be in the Simran or attend to your Simran at that time. Because departure of any soul, anyone, is not very pleasant. So it's better to do Simran. It helps us to face the situation without much losing of our balance. But it's better not to do loudly. You can do within your own self. Yes.
Also, I've been writing to my relatives and friends and telling them how I feel about being with the Master here.
There's no harm. You can write anything. We are open book. There's nothing to conceal. Yes.
When we go back home to our thought songs, since we don't have to physical form of the Master, if we have a keen desire to meet the Master at thought songs, we count on the spiritual presence of the Master being with us here.
Sister, Christ said, wherever you two meet in my name, I'll be there. What does it mean? If we meet in the name of the Master, Master is there.
Like having darshan.
You can interpret in any way you like. Yes?
I have a question about darshan. I have heard it said that darshan from the Master removes many karmas. Is that the outer darshan or the inner darshan?
Sister, what is darshan? Darshan is a helplessness of a disciple to look at the Master. That is darshan. And one who really loves the Master and looks at him, he doesn't calculate at all the gain of that love. Lover never calculates the gain of love. He only knows how to love. He only knows that he is in love and he cannot live without love. He never calculates mathematically how much I have gained by loving him, how much I have lost by loving him. If that thing, that calculation is there, it means the love has no depth at all. You should not think how much karmas you have lost by looking at the Master, or whether when I look him, then karma will be lost, or when I look out, then karma will be lost. There is no calculation of that type.
As I've heard said often, people want your darshan.
I said darshan means the love, helplessness of a lover. He can't help looking at him because he loves him, that's all. That is darshan. Yes.
In one letter, you said to me, Sister, if you don't do your meditation, you will slow your return homeward. Does that mean that if I don't do it properly, that I have to come back to another life?
Look, Sister, Christ said, sin against the Holy Ghost can never be forgiven. It comes to the same thing. If we don't tend to our meditation, we are slowing our progress to go back to the Father.
Now, then, if you didn't do it
really good.
There is no quality of meditation. Just attend to it. Don't worry about its quality. Quality will automatically comes from the quantity. Yes. Sister, you can't reach me.
When we die, can we be sure that you'll meet us?
Well, it depends upon your meditation, on the individual, everybody's karmas, everybody's way of how one has lived one's life. We have to do our duty. Then leave it to the Father to help us. Yes?
It's true that curiosity, like money, is one of the roots of evil. It's letting the mind run after.
Anything which is attaching us to this creation is the root of evil. Anything which is taking us away from our path, distracting us from the path, is in our way towards the Father, is the evil or root of evil, same thing. Now you can weigh in that light. Yes.
In the book, it says, if you best for us to God, belonging with yours.
Well, sister, a couple of days ago probably we discussed it. If you have surrendered to the Master, you have resigned to the will of the Master, you don't exist, only He exists, then whatever you do on the behalf of the Master. Otherwise, it is self-deception. You just do as your mind dictates you to do. But when you surrender yourself to the Master, you don't exist anymore at all. Only the Master exists for you. Then whatever you do, you're doing, you see, as the agent of the Master, or on His behalf you're doing everything.
High station.
Of course.
We attain to it.
Meditation. When you go beyond the realm of mind and Maya, then you are able to control your mind. When you have been able to release your soul from the clutches of the mind, then you are able to unwrap all the wrappings which are covering, you see, which are working as a covering on your soul. Then only you reach that stage. Then you become another being. You don't exist anymore at all. Yes?
Supposed to abide by the laws and the rules of society that we live in, and yet sometimes there's a difference between the way the law is written and the way the law is practiced.
Then try to change the rules and regulations after we have made them.
For example, in the United States, the law is that you're supposed to drive 55 miles per hour.
Then?
And yet in California, nobody drives 55. Everybody drives 65, even the police. Are we disobeying your order if we drive 55?
You're not disobeying my order, you're disobeying police order. They will find you. They will catch you and you will have to pay the penalty. That rule is made by the government, not by me. Yes?
The other day in class, we were talking about the result of the current back to Einstein, and you gestured all the way across your forehead, and then you made like a triangle. So I just wondered what that meant. So you have made a sweeping gesture across the current back to the Einstein, and across the top of your forehead, you stuck like this, then you made a triangle like this.
Oh, I remember what you mean to say. You see, I was taking a shabad from Tulsi Sahib. He was trying to explain to a Muslim mystic, Muslim seeker who has come from Kaaba. And Tulsi Sahib was trying to explain to the gentleman that real Kaaba is not made of brick and mortar. And it doesn't exist 1,000 miles away from here. Real Kaaba is your body. Because Muslim people go to Kaaba, there is a mosque. Then there is one, platform. on where the mullah or the priest, you see, stands. And then he gives the sermon, or he, you see, very loudly say that kalma. And that generally is the arch, like this. In that arch he stands. And Tulsida was trying to explain that if you want to go and hear that kalma, and somebody coming in that arch, this is the arch, forehead. This is the forehead. And here that divine melody or sound is coming from the voice of God from the Father. Come here and hear that kalma. That will give you, you see, salvation from birth and death, not by going to a Kaaba, brick and mortar. This body is the real temple. Your pilgrimage should start from the feet and ends at the top of the head. No other temple or mosque or any other holy place can give you salvation. And from that point of view, I must have made a gesture, you see, that our forehead is like this. Yes?
I seem to make such slow progress in meditation. Is it proper to ask for grace and mercy?
Well, sister, the time we are giving to meditation, the way we are knocking at his door, is nothing but asking mercy to forgive us, but stand between us and him. Meditation itself is asking for the mercy from the Father. Meditation is nothing else. When we are knocking at a door, we are asking, you see, mercy of the landlord to open it. Not that we deserve it. We are just requesting him to open it. That is why we are knocking. So we are knocking here day and night in our meditation. And we are pleading with the Father. We are asking for his grace and mercy just to open it. Yes?
Maharaji, I was wondering, how do you develop humility?
Pardon?
How do you develop humility?
Well, sister, real humility will only come when you will see the Father in everyone. You will automatically become humble before the great, before the King of Kings. Whenever a great man comes before you, you automatically become humble. When you see that Lord within yourself, and when you look out, you see him everywhere, you automatically become humble. Before that, even calculated humility is all right, but it is just like a cosmetic jewelry. It doesn't lead you very far. When you are filled with love and devotion of the Father, then ego starts leaving you. Then ego slowly and slowly is being eliminated from you. When ego is not there, humility automatically comes. You are filled with humility. Either you are filled with ego or you are filled with humility. Yes?
Why is it dangerous for satsangs to do pranayama?
No, I don't say it is dangerous. From health point of view, it is okay. But any yam, I don't know. From health point of view, any yoga may be good, but they should be done under some guidance. Not just by reading the books. It has its own drawbacks, handicaps. People have run into so many difficulties without any guidance. But this has nothing to do with the meditation. It has no relationship with meditation at all. It's not part of meditation. Well, if it helps you, you can use of it. You can make use of it.
Dangerous, but it does something with the subtle energies of the body that make it dangerous.
I don't know much about pranayama. You see, I've never tried it. Yes?
There was one question last night. There was only one question last night. And you said, only when we become nothing,
Haldi?
when we become nothing, we have everything.
Yes. And Professor was just reading all that to you. Unless Christ said, unless you become babe, you cannot become one with him. Unless you eliminate your ego, unless you realize that you know nothing, you cannot become him. That was the subject matter we were discussing.
The question was, how do we do that? Just through meditation?
Meditation? Only meditation, no other way, just by meditation. Somebody asked Socrates, why you are so great? Why you have so much wisdom? He says, after achieving everything, I have realized that I know nothing. And they still think they know a lot. That is why I have some wisdom.
If we do that and still carry on in the world and take care of our worldly karma and still be that way?
You see, Christ gave you an example. When the seed is sown in the ground, it becomes the dirt, dust. It becomes part and parcel of the earth and dirt. And then when it blooms, how much crop it gives? So unless it becomes part and parcel of the dirt, it cannot bloom and give the crop. So similarly, unless we become nothing, we cannot become everything. Nothing means eliminating your ego.
When I first came to path, everyone says don't be attached to your children. But the more love that you give to me, the more attached I am to my children.
You see, I have never said don't attach yourself to children or your husband or your wife. I say attach yourself to the Shabad. Automatically you will get attached from everybody. We have to take a positive step, not a negative step. We must attach ourselves to the Shabad and divine melody within. And then its effect will be we will automatically start getting detached from everybody.
I just want to be a better mother all the time.
Yes, that is a different thing than attachment. That is only discharging your obligations and duties, which one should. We have not to run away from our responsibilities and duties.
Children are older.
Whatever our responsibilities are, young or old, we have to do it.
Some friends tell me that because my children are, I'm older, I'm 57, my children are in their 30s.
Well, this consciousness of responsibilities and obligation has to come from within you. Nobody has to tell you what they are. Yes, please.
I don't remember this quote from Signs of the Soul by Sardar Bahadur completely, but it was something to the effect that in order to open the inner eye, I think he called it a window. He said it's as easy to open as a window in your own house. And I don't understand what he means by...
Sister, I follow it, I've read it. You see, we have these windows opening outside. Eyes, nose, mouth, these are windows. Window means opening. These are all openings are outside. Our real house is Sachkhand. And this window which we have to open, this opens in our house. We have to open this window in order to peep in our house. It's just a way of expression of third eye.
It was as easy to open as a window in your own house, and it was the easy part. I don't understand why it's so easy. It doesn't.
Well, it may have been easy for him. I don't know in what reference he wrote, but there must be some references. Easy or difficult are comparative words. Yes.
I first want to thank you for the kindnesses and responses. And second, to apologize for any arrogance or irregularities in our behavior.
When did you behave like that? You are referring to what time?
Well, my whole life.
If we can get rid of all this burden by few words, how easy it will become.
Okay. It's still the same problem. And if I can just have a few moments to explain it as I understand it, it's simply that as much as I'm able to perceive, I have this opportunity to be before God. And secondly, I'm also very much aware of my distance from God. And if I would draw on your analogy of the emperor who comes to the prison and has unlocked the doors for the prisoners, has even called to the prisoners to come out. The problem that I see as for myself is that I've been in the prison so long, I've become so weak, my eyesight has become so feeble, my hearing has become so feeble, that I'm not able to respond to your call sufficiently. And my request is that if we're to use this analogy, not just that you even take my hand, but that being God, not just an emperor, that if you can extend to me my one wish.
Well, brother, if emperor knows how to open the gate of a prison, he also knows how to drag out the prisoner from that prison.
I understand that, and I believe that, but it's not that you're just an emperor. The one remark that I made earlier about the ring thief is his ability to transform another insect instantaneously. No process, no transition, instantaneously. That's
even instantaneously also is a comparative word. You see, we are all struggling souls. We are all knocking at the same door. We all depend upon His mercy. We should just do our duty and then leave it to Him. He is perhaps more anxious to pull us rather than we are anxious to be pulled.
That also. I'm still faced with the limited awareness of myself and not the awareness of God.
Then, brother, attend to your meditation and be receptive to His pull. That's all what I can say. Yes?
Master, in our meditation, it seems that our concentration is the main thing. And concentration is so difficult for me. Do you have any one suggestion as what is best to do when the mind just wanders and wanders and wanders?
Yes, I have only one suggestion. Do Simran. There is no other shortcut. You see, Simran only helps us. Simran and Dhyan only helps us. We should be 100% in Simran, then only we concentrate. Yes?
Sometimes I have a long period where I feel I can concentrate real well in my meditation and it's real soothing. And then I go through another long period where I can't even sit there and I sit there and it's just like I've never been told what to do. And I'm wondering, should I just keep trying or?
Well, sister, keep trying. Whether meditation is dry or whether you are enjoying the bliss and peace or whether your mind is running out or whether you feel the vacuum, just continue. There's no other way. Yes.
The benefits of seva of serving the Sangha.
Seva?
Benefits of seva, serving the Sangha.
Well, sister, seva creates humility in us. If we do seva with love and affection, in order to please the other person, not to boss over them, not to become their leader, not to increase or inflate our ego, then that seva is meaningful. We just do seva to please another person, to create humility within ourselves, to eliminate our ego. The more we try to eliminate our ego, the more our mind runs to the meditation. Seva ultimately leads us to meditation. It is just cleaning a vessel so that it can be easily filled. Dirty vessel, you don't put anything in that at all. So seva is just a process of cleaning a vessel in which we have to pour that nectar. Yes?
Is everything we do seva?
Pardon?
Is everything that we do, is it all seva?
What do you mean by everything we do? We do so many odd things.
When we attend to our family. When we attend to our family.
That is your obligation, that is your duty. How can that be seva? You were saying you are doing business whole day and night, earning money and collecting wealth. I am doing seva. What is that seva? Yes.
I have always had difficulty in meditation. And I read in the book that you should fight sleep. And 2 years ago, I used to mention and you told me to sleep more at night. And that I sleep more and I still have trouble in meditation. And it doesn't seem, I don't seem to be able to fight it. I don't even know when I'm going to sleep. It just happens and I wake up.
Well, sister, you can split your time into 3 sittings. You can sit for short periods at intervals.
Is there something wrong with the fact that I can't?
Your doctor can tell you better. Something wrong with your food or lack of your protein or your activities are so manual, so hard. I mean, I can't say anything, you see. It depends upon many factors. Even in the old age, you see, due to lack of protein, we get sleep very easily. Yes?
Is my approach of trying to reach to, as in this situation, as you are in physically, is that approach going to achieve any results? Have I taken the wrong idea of how to approach spiritual?
I don't know what is your approach and what is your concept of this type of approach. But any time we devote to meditation, definitely is to our credit.
What my approach, try to approach you through meditation, and I haven't achieved the results that I wanted, and I know that I'm impatient, yet, that all aside, I still want those results, whether I deserve it, whether I've earned it.
Well, He knows best when to give us. As a question of our deserving, perhaps we don't deserve anything at all. We all depend upon His grace and on His mercy. So we will go on knocking and then depend upon His mercy.
Stop knocking at your physical door.
Your door is here at the eye center.
But should I stop knocking at you in the physical?
What will be the sense of that? Flesh. Christ said, flesh profit nothing, it is the spirit that matters. Read the Bible very thoroughly. He said, flesh profit nothing, it is the spirit that matters. The worship of spirit is worship of Father. No other worship pleases the Father.
God is, I don't see you. I see the body, but I want to experience God, and I don't want to wait.
Well, don't be impatient, brother. Do your best. Yes.
Master, it's been since 1976 when I was in India, and I really loved and appreciated being here then. It seemed like for about 6 months when I got home, that just really stayed with me. And I'm feeling again that nothing is important or helps as much as being with you and seeing you.
Well, sister, atmosphere definitely affects us. But we have to build atmosphere of our own in which we have to live permanently. We cannot live in a borrowed atmosphere. We have to build our own atmosphere as a fort in which we want to live.
Very beautiful to be here. And I hope that we all have been good enough guests that you'll invite us back.
Yes, sister.
Master, is there more than one aspect of Dhyan?
More than?
Can the satsang have Dhyan before they sing? Can they do Dhyan?
No, but how will they do Dhyan when they haven't seen?
Well, the reason I'm asking is when I wrote a letter to you about high meditation being poor, and you said, continue to do your Simran and Dhyan.
They go synonymous. These words are used synonymous. Simran and Dhyan, the word goes together always. Yes?
What is the best place for us to create that?
What is the?
What is the best place for us to create the atmosphere that you spoke of?
What is the best place for atmosphere?
The atmosphere that you spoke of earlier for...
Well, brother, everybody has to build one's own atmosphere of meditation. You have to create that atmosphere in that home, in the place of work, in your own circles of people you meet. And then you have to live in that atmosphere. Many things you have to avoid, many things you have to adopt, many things you have to create. You have to read Santmat books, Santmat literature, meditation. Then meditation doesn't mean only closing yourself for a couple of hours in a room, then forgetting about it. Your whole day is to be spent in meditation because we have to live that way of life. When we live the way of Santmat, we live that way of life. That itself is a creating atmosphere to live in that. We don't forget the meditation the whole day. So it depends upon the individual how we try to create it. By meeting satsangis, by discussing about Santmat, by attending meetings, by reading books, by going to satsangs. All sorts of things you see we have to adopt. Yes, you are asking. Yes, please.
I want to ask you a question. I am about 12 years, more than 12 years in shape.
12 years?
In shape.
Yes.
And I didn't understand anything. Very little. But it was enough. And now I want to ask that since, as we read, the senses are the rulers of our attention, and we have to keep our whole attention here, we are not aware how our senses are thieves of our attention. So I ask you that if we make use of the senses, that at the same time, just a little bit of our attention, to draw it here, just very little, because we are unable to put a strong, just a little bit of our attention, we have to put it here, so to draw vice versa, to draw of our eyes the energy, and to put it here, as here is something very important, as you told us. Thus it is helpful is that helpful? Is something that helps us if we have such a consciousness. If we try this habit, or even this habit, we must be grateful for that.
Well, brother, we have to do our best. We must attend to our meditation every day. We are trying to put our attention at the eye center. The more you are able to hold it there, the more you will be able to withdraw it from the senses.
Even in the daytime, not only during the...
Yes, why not? Even to 24 hours, every time. That's what I say, we are actually atmosphere of meditation is for the whole day.
And then the result is that we become detached from the thing.
Automatically. When we are attached to higher melody within, it will automatically detach us. We don't have to then pull ourselves from these senses. You are automatically pulled. Mind is same. Whether you attach it there or you attach it to the senses, mind is same. Yes. Yes, please.
I have a really strong urge to go mountain climbing. What's the best way of dealing with it?
What's the strong urge?
Go mountaineering, be in the mountains.
Just to go to the heights or just to stay in the mountains?
Well, I'm into rock climbing and ice climbing quite a lot. I find it to be a bit of ego.
You can go anywhere you feel like. You are free.
I'm just thinking it might be a little bit of an obsession.
Well, obsession is there. It depends on what type of obsession we have. Everybody has some sort of obsession. Whatever it suits you. Yes. Yes, please.
Maharaj, you realize that the only true happiness is focusing on the master. At home, you try to put together the seek satsang company, and you talk about the master. Where our outer experiences, and people talk about the visits as things spontaneously come up. Is this like spending our treasure?
Well, sister, there is no harm in talking about the path, our master, or the Father, or God. There is no harm at all. It is better than gossiping and talking about other matters. Yes?
Master, I always have a problem at home when we get bugs in the house or rodents should come in, trying to keep the house clean, but then exterminating them. And I've been told that it's all right to exterminate them, but I always feel very badly. Could you tell me something about that?
What is there to tell? Naturally we feel bad, and we can't help it also.
But it is all right to do it?
I can't say it's all right, but definitely we feel bad. But yet we can't help it. Well, sister, you take vegetables, you kill so many germs. You know, so many chemicals are sprayed on these vegetables in modern time. So much sprayed on the fodder of these cattle milks and all that before you get the milk. So many things are sprayed just to preserve the fruits or to grow these cereals and wheat and all other things. In modern civilization, you can't help this at all. Even otherwise, we kill so many insects under our feet. We breathe, we kill, we talk, we kill, we walk, we kill. So mystics tell us that try to collect the least possible load during span of your life. If you have only a weight of a shirt, you don't mind the weight at all. But if it is 100 pounds on your head, you are crushed by it. So if you go on attending to your meditation, you will go on repaying all that along with that. Because you can't escape from that. You can't help it. Of course, we don't feel very good about it. Yes? Pardon? Painting blue? Rats blue, yes. Well, you can try it. It is just, we experimented once and we think it worked. But I don't know whether about the American rats or European rats. Yes.
All right, yeah, I did try it. But I heard the wrong story and I dyed the rats red.
It makes no difference as long as the color is very, something very bright and they become abnormal. Yes.
Master, some of us are able to do mechanical Simran to some extent, but haven't been able to do concentrated Simran at the eye center. And my question is it in our power at all to do that concentrated Simran at the eye center?
Well, this is in our power. That is why we are attempting every day. We should do our best to achieve it every day. They say practice makes a man perfect.
Raji, asking this question on behalf of someone else. Swami gives the required time to meditation, but during meditation, breastfeeds and cuddles an infant.
During meditation, what?
During meditation, she nurses her infant, and she's concerned whether this is acceptable to the master.
How she nurses the infant?
Breastfeed. Gives milk to breastfeed.
Breastfeed. But her attention will be all in the breastfeeding. There's no harm in doing Simran, but you can't call it, you see, meditation, because her attention is not in the Simran at all. Yes?
We observed the satsang. Some of us went to Dalhousie. And we were told there by some satsang, his great master went there every summer, several months. Is that true?
Yes, he used to go for 2-3 months to Dalhousie. He had a very beautiful abode. You must have seen there, very beautiful house there. And he often used to go there because that is the nearest hill station to Dera. You can go within 3-4 hours. And he will stay there for months, couple of months together, then come back to Dera. Again we'll go there in summer days. Every day in the evening. There were very few people who used to come, but local satsangis were not much, but many satsangis would go to the hills for the summer. So generally they will be attracted to satsang. And every day in the evening he will hold satsang before he goes out for a long walk. You will find many pictures there, you see, of his moving about in the hills. Yes.
Anh phải feel happy, mind in the fear, and we feel proud.
You feel proud after meditating? No, sister, it should make us humble. What are there to feel proud? What have we achieved to feel proud? Except that we have been sitting in meditation, what else we have achieved? That we feel so proud. If we have achieved, we will never feel any proud, and we will not feel any pride in us at all. Yes.
If we take another birth after we were,
Pardon?
if after we're initiated and we die, and if we have to take another birth, is it certain that we would be pulled by the Guru Master at that time?
Well, once, sister, you are on a path. If you have to come again, you will be on the path again. You will be again pulled on the path. You again will be initiated. You will again pick up the old threads to make further progress. But you will have better environment, better facility to attend to your meditation. From meditation point of view, you will get a better birth.
We can think possibility, Master, that some of us could have been meditating and initiated in a past lifetime, and also might come back again and be initiated. And if so, is there a limit on how many lifetimes?
4 times. Swamiji says it is the 4th, not more than 4 times. And Christ also has hinted where he is telling a parable of sowing seed. He says, farmer goes to a field. Some seed falls on a barren ground, some on a rocky ground, some on a marshy grounds, and some on a fertile ground which brings the result. So he also mentions about the four times. Yes?
Is that on heaven earth, or is that included on the other side?
Pardon?
Those whole lifetime included on heaven earth?
Well, you can say anything. Mostly it is on this earth. Yes, please.
When you say four lifetimes, is there lifetimes in between or 4 lifetimes that you will be working on the
What do you mean by in between?
I'm here now.
Yes.
But there might be, say, 200,000 years in between the first life and then the next life.
You are going to live so long? Then why do you presume that after 2,000 years again you will come? We take birth again after the death. Yes. Yes. Pardon?
Would you talk about the stillness within?
About stillness within? What is, I'm not following your question. About what? Inner stillness. Well, there is always stillness within, but what type of stillness? Which gives us peace and bliss and happiness. Confusion is only outside. Inside it is always peace, bliss and happiness. When the mind is still, we get all these things. The mind is not still within, then we don't get all these things at all. Stillness is concerned with the mind. If mind is still, mind is concentrated within, then we get bliss and peace and happiness within. Okay.